Hello and welcome back to Drama Investigator. Things are looking more awkward than ever for Jeffree Star. His old assistant, who worked with him about a decade ago, around the same time that Jeffree was hanging out with Darby Vanity, exposed Jeffree's past in a series of tweets that date back a decade ago, which people have recently dug up. So these old tweets reference Jeffree Star knowing full well about the done goofed situation. So what is the done goofed situation for those of you who don't know? You done goofed was a famous line that turned Jesse's into a meme. It was the opening of a video that went accidentally viral and was seen over 1 million times in just a few weeks in 2010. Jessie was in elementary school at the time. Now you may or may not have seen this video years ago and forgotten about it. This girl Jessie was crying into her camera while her dad was yelling at the camera saying that he was going to call the cyber police. So Jessie Slaughter now identifies as Damien Leonhardt and goes by they and them pronouns. However, what a lot of people don't realise is that there was a very dark series of events that led up to that viral video being posted about a decade ago, which is very disturbing and scary, and it's almost as if the internet failed this child. Damien, who went by Jesse at the time, was very active on MySpace and a huge fan of Blood on the Dance Floor. So basically, to sum it up for you, someone had spread rumours about Jesse hooking up with Darby Vanity, and she was only 11 at the time, and he was about 25, but she was the one who got shamed for it back in the day. But whereas if that happened now, well, people are starting to finally expose and talk about this. Darby should have been the one getting the heat and a conviction, because not only was that illegal, it's extremely effed up. But nope, the 11-year-old suffered immense cyberbullying by millions of people online. So back to how this all relates to Jeffree Star. When Jeffree's ex-assistant recently got pulled up on some old tweets that resurfaced, the assistant mentioned at Jeffree knowing it clear and well everything about what Darby Vanity was getting up to a decade ago when Jeffree was on tour with him. The assistant had tweeted back in 2010, "Effing everything Jeffree Star and I are saying is the truth. When you had your and a 15-year-old is when you done goofed. Oh, and on our 2D3F tour, I walked in on BOTDF music, getting a job from a 16-year-old tranny. Truth right there. Go ahead and tell your girlfriend and Sally Stitches not to be friends with me. That's why they still love me. Effing BOTDF music. At least I'm not a child. Hope you really dine in hell soon. Down with BOTDF music. On the real, BOTDF music would have underage girls in the car with him. He'd invite girls to come to the hotels so he can them. Once upon a time there was a child blank named BOTDF music. He liked to lure little girls into his car and their. Then in September, Jeffree's former assistant had apologised, saying, "I just want to say sorry to BOTDF music. I love you and wish you all the success in the world. See you soon. OXOX." So the person who had dug up these old tweets is actually a drama channel on YouTube called Creepshow Art, and she's been doing some really great investigations on the Jeffree and Darby case as of late. So she also contacted Jeffree's former assistant in the Twitter DMs, asking for some more information on these tweets, and on Darby Vanity, and the response was not what you'd expect. Creepshow Art had sent a message saying, "Hi, I'm covering the Darby Vanity situation and wanted to get your insight. I know you said you witnessed some disgusting actions, and I wanted to see if you would be willing to talk about what you saw on tour, why you came forward, and with your permission, I would love to get in contact with the FBI because they are currently working on a case against him." The former assistant had replied, "To be honest, I don't remember much of that time of my life. I wasn't and a mess. The only thing I ever saw was him kissing a girl, and I asked her how old she was, and she said 18, and later I found out she wasn't. I think her name was Devon. But anything else I can answer, I'll try. But if you're going to continue to me, I'll just let you go. I'm fighting cancer and don't have time for this." What are your thoughts on this message? Let me know in the comments. So has Jeffree Star given us any updates on his prior tweets about Darby Vanity and his involvement with him? The answer is sadly no. Now people are really honing in on his interview with Chris Hansen. People are really pulling it apart and analysing what he's saying, and sadly things just aren't adding up. I think about 10 years ago it was easier to hide things behind the scenes and maybe just avoid people who you knew were doing problematic things instead of speaking up about them and going to the police. So I think that's the rut that Jeffree has gotten himself into, and it's catching up on him 10 years later, and he's in a really awkward predicament because the things he's saying just aren't adding up. And it honestly seems like Jeffree's main priority at the moment is to protect his business and his image over doing the right thing, which would be to own up to how he handled things in the past and file a freaking police report, because he seems to have a lot of claims and intel, and he looks like he witnessed some stuff too. So anyway, Jeffree is really out here ignoring everything, and he recently took to his Instagram story to reveal that he is launching, yes you guessed it, more makeup. Here's what he had to say.
There will be a new video coming very soon, and there's a lot happening, and the next Jeffree Star Cosmetics collection, I think it may be coming a little sooner than we thought. So, we all know my spring collection got majorly delayed because of, but I think it's gonna come out in the month of May. Not think, I think it really needs to. I think the makeup industry needs a little excitement, a little, hi, how are ya? And then the Jeffree Star Cosmetics summer collection, it was moved back a little. Everything this year has had to be shifted and everything. Of course, Miss has up every launch, but there is a lot of good news at the end of the tunnel. There is light. So there will be a spring collection. Spring, you'll see what I mean when it's launched. And then summer, there's a lot of greatness this year. So saddle up. So buckle in. There's a lot happening. And yes, we are officially back to shipping orders slowly, safely, and in a very timely manner. So we are not at full capacity yet, but starting back Monday, we're back to shipping again. So I know a lot of you have ordered Bloodlust, Conspiracy, 420, and we are slowly moving through it all. So thank you for your patience during this insane time. But I just can't wait for you guys to see what's next.
Now in more news, Jaclyn Hill has come under fire yet again for promoting more of her Amazon affiliates, but this time she's not actually in trouble for not disclosing she's making commissions, although it's pretty clear that's still what she's doing. This time she's in trouble for promoting Amazon itself. Meanwhile, a lot of Amazon's employees are currently going on strike. So warehouse workers and grocery employees at Amazon recently banded together for a protest on May Day, or International Workers' Day. The workers, whose jobs have become more critical during the quarantines and stay-at-home orders, called for more personal protective equipment, professional cleaning services, and hazard pay from their employers. So why is Jaclyn in trouble? Well, she has a massive audience, and she's going to be driving some pretty huge sales. Meanwhile, people at the Amazon warehouses aren't in the safest conditions, so it's not really the right time to be promoting Amazon, in my opinion anyway. Here was Jaclyn's recent Instagram story.
This lighter is so intense. It's just another day of buying shit that I don't need on Amazon due to quarantine. Listen to that. Oh, and it lights your candles so fast. Hold on, let me try to do this. Oh. I cannot believe how many of you guys are trying to find this lighter on Amazon. It's the weirdest, craziest, fastest lighter ever. And then it has to be charged with a USB. I've had mine for like a week and a half and I haven't charged it yet and I've used it every day. But anyways, my DMs are literally like boom, 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 like flooding in asking where exactly this is. So I'll screenshot it on my Amazon app and then just post it here for you so you can type it in. Guys, I have honestly purchased so much on Amazon the past 6 weeks. Why do I blink and then my one eye always like opens before my other? I go like, it's weird. I've noticed I've been doing it for like the past year and I'm like, what's going on with your eyes, Jaclyn? Figure it out. Anyways, I have bought so much crap on Amazon. When I say crap, I mean glorious things that I love and no longer can live without. But I decided to go on like a no shopping, like a no buy spree like 4 or 5 weeks ago because I had like a come to Jesus moment. I'm like, I'm done. See, I did that thing with my eye. I was like, whatever. I'm done. I have everything I need. Enough is enough. Like, I just don't want to spend money right now. It's a good time to save. It's not necessary. And also, where the hell am I going? I don't need anything. I'm fine. In the meantime, I have spent so much money on Amazon and I'm living my best life, just discovering crap like this lighter. I think I could make an entire video on things like this. Also, snacks, frozen foods I've discovered, just foods in general, easy recipes. I could make an entire video on these things, you guys. What I was saying is that I first want to see how my pantry tour video goes on YouTube because I don't know how much lifestyle stuff people really want to see from me. I personally love anything like lifestyle on YouTube. They're some of my favorite videos and I love to host. I love to provide a comfortable environment when it comes to anything. If it comes to gadgets, if it comes to coziness, if it comes to food, the kitchen, it doesn't matter. Just decor. Like I just love my life to be cozy. My friends and family just to be like, whenever they're in my presence. So I want to see how this video goes, and if people really like it, then I'll start expanding more on my channel and doing more lifestyle because I love it and I'm passionate about it. But some people out there are just like, screw you, shut up and do makeup.
So what are your thoughts on all this drama? Let me know in the comments. That's all for this investigation. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. My social media will be linked down below, and I'll see you guys in our next investigation.